Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to discuss the topic of addiction, or rather, why am I addicted? There's so many addictions in the world. You know, people get addicted to alcohol, recreational drugs, even computer games, even, dare I say, YouTube. What is it about either drugs or an action or an event that makes us become addicted? What do we get from our addictions? So let's take something like alcohol. Now, alcohol in our society is seen as a normal thing to do. You know, from England, we go to the pub or to a bar. Some of us can take it or leave it, but some of us it engrosses us. We can't live without it. And I wonder why that is. Why is it that some people can and some people can't? So let's think about addiction. And I guess the first thing we need to look at is, what does that substance, what does that action give us? So again, let's talk about alcohol. So what is it that alcohol gives us? When we start drinking, we're 18, we go to the pub with our friends, we go to a nightclub. You know, it becomes part of our culture, it becomes part of our life. It's almost, what would we do? How would we meet a partner? What are we going to do with our friends if we don't drink? And then something happens. Something very strange happens to some people, not others. It becomes a need. It becomes a must. We must drink. And maybe it's once a week, maybe it becomes every day, you know, but for some of us it takes hold of us. And in order to really understand why, we've got to go back a step. We've got to go back to why it is we drink. We drink with friends to begin with, and then we get that feeling in ourselves. It's almost, oh, I really fancy it. I really want it. And you know, we might not even think it's a need, yet I would argue it really is a need. What is behind the drinking? Maybe it was a past experience. Maybe it's something we're running from. Maybe it's a loss of a loved one. Maybe it's being bullied at school. Maybe it could be anything. But that addiction, it takes our mind away. It takes us away from that pain, from that anxiety. It takes us away and we can forget about it. It almost makes life worth living. Why would we not want to drink all the time? Because we don't have to think about that pain, that anxiety, that horrible feelings that are bound up in our lives. We start having arguments with friends. We may get in trouble for drinking at work or not coming in because we're so hungover. And that's the flip. That's when we think to ourselves, actually, what is this giving us? Because it may have been a bit of fun with friends to begin with, but now what am I running from? And rather than keep running, rather than using drugs, rather than using the alcohol, address it. And then we don't need to feel the pain, and also we don't need to feel the down from the alcohol. We can just be happy without it. And how great does that sound? You know, not have to run all the time from that feeling, almost like a gremlin in the back of our head. From there we can experience so much more. We can get so much more out of life. That's the end of the video this week. If you have any comments about the video, please, by all means, send me a comment down below. Please subscribe. My name is Philip Karahassan, and thanks for watching.